Imagine it's 5 years from now. You're sitting in the same place, same routine, same excuses, same feeling of almost, but not quite. Not because life didn't give you chances, but because every time you were supposed to start, you didn't. That version of you is being built right now, quietly, one avoided task at a time. And the scariest thing, your brain is doing it on purpose, Nia, and you don't even realize it. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you will make you look at yourself very differently. Your brain isn't the enemy, but it's not on your side either. Here's something that took me a long time to understand. Your brain doesn't care about your goals. It doesn't care about your deadlines, your dreams, or the person you're trying to become. It cares about one thing, keeping you safe and comfortable. That's it. So when you sit down to do something hard, something that requires real focus, real effort, your brain scans it and goes, this feels uncertain, this feels uncomfortable, let's avoid this. And you feel that as resistance, as procrastination, as that heavy, foggy feeling that makes even opening a laptop feel exhausting. But here's why this matters. That same protective instinct that helped humans survive for thousands of years is now the thing quietly sabotaging your everyday life. Your brain evolved for survival, not ambition, and you're trying to use it to build something bigger than survival. That's the real tension right there. The 2-second window nobody talks about. Here's where most people lose the battle before it even starts. Think about the last time you avoided something important. In that moment, there was a tiny gap, a split second between thinking about starting and actually moving. Maybe 2 seconds, maybe less. And in that window, your brain runs a quiet calculation. Is this familiar? Do I know what happens next? Is this safe? And the moment the answer is no, even slightly, it pumps the brakes. That's the real wall, not the task itself. That invisible 2-second gap. Because once you cross it, once you actually start, the resistance almost always drops. But most people never make it past those 2 seconds. They think, I'll start when I feel ready. But that feeling never comes first. It comes after you begin. Next, let's talk about the conversation that's keeping you stuck. Stop negotiating with yourself. This one is uncomfortable because most of us do this without even realizing it. Before anything hard, we bargain. We say things like, I'll start after lunch, after this episode, after I check my phone one more time, after I feel more motivated, and every single one of those feels like a reasonable decision in the moment, but it's not a decision, it's a delay, dressed up as a decision, and your brain loves delays because delays feel safe. So here's what changes everything. No negotiation. The moment you catch yourself making a deal with yourself about when to start, you move. Right then, not in 5 minutes, now. You don't debate it, you don't justify it. You just close the loop before your brain opens a conversation, because the negotiation is the trap, and awareness is the exit. Make it so small. It feels almost silly, but there's one thing most people ignore when they try to force themselves to start. They try to start big. They say, I'm going to sit down and work for 3 hours straight, and their brain immediately goes, absolutely not. Here's why that never works. Your brain doesn't resist hard things. It resists things that feel overwhelming, vague, or uncertain. So instead of attacking the whole thing, shrink the entry point. Say, I'm just going to open the document. That's it. 1 sentence, 1 rep. Shoes on. It sounds almost too small to matter, but something quietly shifts when you do this. You start. And once you start, something called momentum takes over. The brain moves from resistance mode into engagement mode. Suddenly, it stops fighting you. The hardest part is never the middle of the work. It's always the first 30 seconds. Shrink those 30 seconds until your brain has no real reason to say no. Motivation is a feeling. Identity is a decision. Here's something worth sitting with for a moment. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you wake up feeling sharp, focused, ready. Other days, everything feels heavy and distant, and doing anything hard feels almost impossible. If your ability to do hard things depends on how you feel, you're going to be inconsistent for the rest of your life. But identity works differently. Identity isn't a feeling. It's a quiet decision you make about who you are. When you start saying, not just thinking, but actually living, I am someone who does hard things even when it's uncomfortable, the question changes. It's no longer, do I feel like it today? It becomes, is this who I am? And that question hits differently because it's not about energy, it's about character. Design your life so hard things become the easy choice. Willpower is real, but it's also one of the most unreliable tools you have. It weakens when you're tired, when you're stressed, when life gets heavy, and life gets heavy a lot. So stop building everything on willpower alone. Instead, build conditions, your journal where you drink your morning coffee, keep your phone in another room when you sit down to work, close every tab except the one that matters, remove the easy exits before you even begin. When the environment is set up right, your brain doesn't have to fight itself as hard. The decision is already half made. This isn't about being perfect. It's about making the hard things slightly easier than avoiding it. That small shift changes everything. push past the first 10 minutes. Here's the truth most people discover too late because they quit too early. The discomfort you feel at the very start of hard things, that heaviness, that resistance, that urge to stop and do something easier, it almost always fades within the first 10 minutes. Your brain is testing you in those early moments. It's sending discomfort to see if you'll retreat. And most people do. They feel the resistance and think something is wrong, but nothing is wrong. It's just an adjustment period. Your brain shifting gears. And if you hold on, but if you don't pick up your phone, don't stop, don't negotiate, something quietly changes. The resistance lifts, focus arrives, and the thing that felt impossible 5 minutes ago starts to feel manageable. The discomfort was never the destination. It was just the door you had to walk through. Here's what I want you to carry with you. You were never the problem. Your brain isn't broken. It isn't lazy. It's just never been trained to move toward discomfort on purpose, and that's not your fault, but it is your responsibility now. Not with a perfect system, not with a burst of motivation that may or may not come tomorrow. Just one thing. Today, one hard thing you've been avoiding. Start it. Don't finish it. Don't plan it. Just start it. Because on the other side of that moment is a quieter, steadier, stronger version of you. Not the version that waits to feel ready. The version that moves anyway.